fragrance is so good, I just had to buy backup bottles of them. So before I begin, if you love smelling good, then you gotta make sure to hit that subscribe and please do drop a like on this video. Thank you, I really do appreciate it. So let's start with an unreal banger. This is a powdery masterpiece with sandalwood, a hint of leather and a bit of sweetness. This is Prada L'Homme Intense. So I think it was about a year ago that rumors started going about Prada L'Homme Intense being discontinued, and I was like, how? Why? This is such a masterpiece, and this is without a single doubt one of their best-selling men's fragrances. So why would they do that? And here's the thing, I usually don't listen to rumors, but I was like, okay, I can't miss out on this one. I gotta have this beautiful thing in my life. So I ended up buying one. And guess what? This thing is still available in shops. But that really doesn't matter now because I absolutely love it. I'm so happy to have a backup bottle of it. And if you love powdery scents, then this is pretty much a must for you to check out. Next up is a fragrance I feel is super underrated. To me, it's classy, it's elegant, it's basically pure elegance in a bottle. It's super versatile, and I know that when I spray it on, I will definitely smell good to a lot of people. This is DIOR Homme 2020. So I bought this, and then on sale they had these gift boxes. So I ended up buying, maybe a bit overkill, but I ended up buying 2 of these sort of a Christmas gift boxes. So the DIOR Homme 2020 is pretty much a woody and musky scent with a bit of citrusy brightness to it. This thing right here does not have that amazing powderiness that I absolutely love in DIOR Homme Intense, DIOR Homme Cologne and DIOR Homme Parfum, but I love it anyway. So if you are a subscriber, then you know what I call the next one, and if you're not yet a subscriber, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe right now. I call it Compliments. It's one of my most complimented men's fragrances, and I absolutely love it. Now I go through pretty much 1 bottle every single year. Now with all my fragrances, that pretty much says a lot about how much I absolutely love it. This is ARMAF Club de Nuit Intense Man, and there's no way I am ever going to go without a backup bottle of it. I absolutely love it. Now here's the sort of a twisted part. I also have the EDP and I also have the Parfum. And I am going to link to my comparison of these all, so make sure you check it out. So this is basically a clone of the famous Creed Aventus, and I know there are some guys out there who absolutely hates this, but I absolutely love it. I love wearing it. I think this is a fantastic scent. I love that DNA. I think this is a super versatile scent, and most people who get a whiff of this absolutely love it. This is a mass appealing scent. This is a scent I will always have a backup bottle of. Next up, one of the best men's fragrances to have ever been released by YSL. As soon as I put my nose to it, I knew I had to get the backup bottle of it. This is YSL La Nuit de l'Homme BLEU ELECTRIQUE. So this is aromatic, it's spicy, it's woody with a fantastic dose of lavender. And I know this is pretty much blasphemy, I prefer this over the original La Nuit de l'Homme. Yes, I said it, I do prefer BLEU ELECTRIQUE over the original. Now I would love to know how you feel about this and the original. Do you prefer this like me, or do you prefer the original? Anyway, this is such a compliment getter. This smells gorgeous. This so good. And yeah, it's so good. I had to buy a backup bottle. So Tom Ford Black Orchid EDP to me is an iconic scent. It's pretty much everything fantastic in a bottle. It's bold, it's sexy, but at the same time elegant and classy. It's an attention-grabbing scent, and I absolutely love it. But this one right here, this is Tom Ford Black Orchid Eau de Toilette, and I bought 2 backup bottles of it. That's how good it is. This is pretty much simplified a lighter version of the EDP. So this basically gives me a bit of that amazing, epic, attention-grabbing scent, but in a more versatile way. So I think Tom Ford recently re-released the EDT. Now I have no idea how that one smells like and how different it is compared to this, but this is so good I had to secure backup bottles of it. Next up, a fragrance you will either love or hate. It's quite a polarizing scent, and I do understand that, because the very first time I put my nose to it, that opening was like, I was like, what's going on, what is this? But I kept that paper strip in my pocket, and like 5 or 10 minutes later, when I took that paper strip out of my pocket and got a whiff of it, I was blown away. I fell in love with it right there and then, and now I absolutely love it from start to finish. This is the fantastic Gucci Guilty Absolute, and I have 2 open ones and I have 1 gift box. So this is pretty much a leathery scent with a woody side and a bit of vetiver. I think this is so unique. I have nothing quite like it, and it's without a single doubt one of the most original and definitely one of the best men's fragrance releases to have ever come out of Gucci. This is a leather scent for someone who wants something truly unique. I absolutely love it, and I hope Gucci will never ever discontinue it, but if they do, at least I got these 3 bottles. From one Gucci fragrance to another, and this is also a super unique and quite an original kind of men's fragrance. This is Gucci Guilty Cologne. This to me is a super cool mix of freshness, woodiness, musk, and a big dose of aromatics. This is such a unique kind of men's cologne, and I think it's a fantastic scent, but this is definitely not for everyone. So please don't go out and buy this one without trying it first. I think this is so unique, and to me this is a piece of fragrance history that I just had to have 2 bottles of. Next up, a fantastic fragrance that's also a compliment getter. It's woodiness with vanilla and a dose of incense. This is Zadig and Voltaire, this is him, and this is my backup bottle of it. So I think this is quite a unique scent, and this thing gets compliments, especially when you overspray it. Next up, a fragrance from Jean Paul Gaultier. So Jean Paul Gaultier, at least to me, has always been about something sexy, something fun, and something flirty. And the next one is definitely that in a sort of a fresh way. So this is Jean Paul Gaultier Le Male in the navy. So this to me is pretty much all about aromatic freshness with marine freshness with a bit of mint and a slightly sweet vanilla. This is fresh sexy, and I absolutely love fresh sexy. This is so good. So all I'm gonna say is this: if you usually enjoy Jean Paul Gaultier fragrances, and if you want a dose of freshness with a bit of sweetness and mint, then this is definitely something you need to check out. So from one Jean Paul Gaultier to another, and this is so underrated, but I think the reason for that is more due to the marketing than the scent itself. I absolutely love it. This is Jean Paul Gaultier Le Male Pride Edition, and I actually bought 2 bottles of it, 2 backup bottles of it, but I actually lost count on how many bottles of this I've been through. It's quite a few. This is basically a fresh kind of floral with citrus on top and a musky base. So this is so good that I bought this, which is the male bottle, and I bought this, which is the female bottle. I don't care because the juice inside is the same. This is an insane compliment getter, but more importantly, it just makes me smile. I feel so good in a really sexy way when I spray this one on. So yeah, even though I already used this a ton, I just had to secure backup bottles of it. So the next fragrance is one that when I did my review of it, I liked it, but I was not blown away by it. But now I absolutely love it. It has grown on me so much that now I just can't get enough of it. This is YSLY EDT 2022 and I bought a backup bottle of it, or so I thought. So someone dropped a comment on one of my shorts telling me that this is the old YSLY EDT. So I'm actually not sure if I got the right backup bottle. Maybe you can tell. Is this the one I'm after? Is this the same as this or not? If it's not the same, then I really need to get a proper backup bottle of this one. This is basically a super smooth, super soft kind of freshness with a slight hint of sweetness to it. This is so good, and this, at least to me, is backup bottle worthy. So I absolutely love the scent of leather. I'm a leather freak. And the next one, at least to me, is quite a unique leather scent, and this is the fantastic ACQUA di Parma leather, and I had to get a backup bottle of it. So this is pretty much a raw, sort of a dusty, woody, slightly smoky kind of leather, and it's so good. This is a raw, yet elegant, yet luxurious leather scent, and I absolutely love it, and I love it so much I had to buy a backup bottle of it. So I absolutely love Armani's Stronger With You line of men's fragrances, and the next fragrance is basically a fresh version of it. This is the fantastic Armani Stronger With You Freeze, and this has actually been discontinued for some time, but this one popped up on Sephora and I just had to buy it. So this is pretty much a sexy freshie. A sexy freshie with something quite unique to it. And yeah, I like it so much that when this thing right here popped up, I just had to get it. So I'm going to go through the next four quite quickly. First up, Boss Bottle Oud. This is basically like an oudi and woody version of the original with a bit of fruity sweetness to it. Next up, Vanilla Vibes from Juliette Has a Gun. This to me is pretty much sexy, happy and flirty summer vibes. I absolutely love using this on a warm summer day. Highly recommend it, especially if you like sort of a soft vanilla scent. Next up, the Epic Room Filler. This is Mancera Red Tobacco, and it's so strong. It's an attention grabbing scent, and to me it's pretty much a super spicy, super sweet blend of vanilla and tobacco. This I just had to get a backup bottle with. This is a fantastic scent from RASASI. This is SHUHRA, and to me it's pretty much like a mix of florals, a bit of woodiness, a bit of leather, and I also get a fantastic dose of something sort of like a smoky ashiness or something like that. So most of the time I use SHUHRA as part of a fragrance layering combo, and usually when I layer this with something else I end up getting a compliment. I absolutely love using SHUHRA when it comes to layering, and this thing is not only quite a unique scent, but it's also crazy cheap. So I really oh my, these two together. I really want to know which fragrances you have bought a backup bottle of. Make sure you put it in the comments. Please do drop a like on this video. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. Make sure you hit that subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell. Make sure you check out the videos over there. Oh yes, and I'll see you in the next one.